Hello everyone, welcome back to what was my YouTube channel until I didn't upload for 2.5 weeks. Sorry about that. I was in Croatia and things, but that's not relevant. In today's video, I am going to show you guys 10 of my personal favorite iPhone apps for school. Yeah, I know, I'm not in school anymore, but I am obsessed with all things technology, apps, iPhones. A little too obsessed actually. I'm constantly trying to find ways to be more productive, and I'm gonna start getting a lot more businessy, entrepreneurially, productivity minded. That made no sense. I'm gonna make a lot more videos about business, entrepreneurship, productivity, stuff like that. So in the spirit of all of that, and in the spirit of it apparently being back to school season according to my YouTube homepage, we're gonna talk about 10 iPhone apps that you need for back to school. So these will definitely help you be more productive, help you study, and help you with your homework. I also just wanna let you guys know that I actually just created a brand new vlog channel. That's right. So I took my old vlog channel, turned it into my Self-Made CEO podcast channel, where all the video versions of the podcast will be uploaded there. And I created a brand new channel. It's called What the Finch. Thank you, Taylor King, for the suggestion. What the Finch. So subscribe, click the link down below to subscribe. I'll be vlogging a lot more over there. We're just gonna start fresh, start new, start clean. But without further ado, let's get into the 10 iPhone apps for school. Let's do it. Okay, so the first app that I love for productivity is called Actions. I've talked about this before. Basically, it's like an all-in-one to-do list where you can separate your to-do items into different categories, which for me is super important because I'll have things to do for like my normal life, brand deals, my podcast, all these things separately, and it really helps to be able to add something new to a different category. So then what I like is when you click on a certain thing, you can either keep it unscheduled or you can schedule it for today, for tomorrow. And then what you can actually do, head over to your calendar. You can have everything on today, and you can also sync it with your actual Apple calendar, which I think is so cool. So here it is. You can also see all the stuff that you've done and already completed. Let's say Instagram. You choose a color. And there you go. I really like this app for productivity, for to-do lists, but also for actually planning when you're gonna do each thing. So the next app I didn't actually buy, but it costs $1.99 in the iPhone App Store. But I've heard so many good things about this. Basically, this app called Forrest will help you stay focused. And how it does that is that you basically set a timer. So let's say for 40 minutes, you wanna work uninterrupted, not go on your phone. You set a timer for 40 minutes. And if you go on your phone, you'll lose coins and your tree will die. If you want your tree to grow, you have to stay productive, stay off your phone, and then your tree will grow. You can see the progress and how hard you work. But if you stay productive and you actually gain a bunch of points and stay on the app, gain all these coins, you can actually plant a real tree. So it's like for a good cause. You're actually doing something good while being focused. So I think that's really awesome. Next we have Rocket Alarm. I think this is so good for anyone who has trouble waking up in the morning. I am definitely one of those people. But I heard about this app. I've tried a bunch of different kinds. This one is cool because basically you set an alarm, you decide what the difficulty will be of the little brain puzzle that you have to do in order to turn off the alarm. So instead of just being able to snooze, you basically have to complete something. And you can like choose the label, wake up and say cheese. You can choose the sounds. So it says, tip, shake your device to reach the fuel level to fly to the galaxies and beyond. So I literally just have to shake my phone. Okay, so I did it, so then my alarm turns off. So the next app for productivity is called StickMe Notes. And basically I've just heard that this is a really good note-taking app. So I actually haven't used it because I don't really have to take notes anymore in like life. I mean, I have to-do lists and things like that, but I think what's cool is you can pick backgrounds. So basically you can make notes using text, drawings, even photos, and voice. And then what I thought was the coolest part about this, honestly, is that you can make these sticky notes with notes on them, and you can create a background, like a wallpaper for your phone that has the reminder. I used to actually do this. I'd create a note on Notes and like screenshot it and put it as my background when I wanted my to-do list on the go. Now, of course, there are enough apps for to-do lists that I don't really need to do that, but I still thought that was pretty cool. And you can also be reminded, like have push notifications telling you that you have a meeting or whatever else. So next is an app called Pocket. So with this app, basically you can take websites and articles and save them so that you can read them offline or look offline. I'm sure there are ways to customize this. I just downloaded this, but let's say that I really like this website or article. I can read it right here, or I can actually listen to it, which is super cool. And then I can just push save, which adds it to a list. And then it shows up right here on my list, and I can actually read this and access this while I'm offline. So that's super cool and helpful for just like, I don't know, being productive and being able to study and read on the go. It'd be really great for like studying and reading if you're on a plane or anywhere else where there's no Wi-Fi or signal. So I just thought that was really cool. So next is an app called CamScanner. There are many apps like this. This is not the only one of its kind, but it basically allows you to to scan notes and documents and turn it into a PDF, which is just super convenient. So let's just say I wanted to scan this note. I'm just gonna push take a picture. It even kind of knows where the note is, so I'm gonna get rid of my thumb because that's just stupid, and then push next. And it turns it right into a PDF, and you can even like filter it. So now it looks even more like a piece of paper. Super cool. So there's also apps like Office Lens, which is Microsoft Office's version of this, and Tiny PDF is another one. So this is really nice if you want to keep track of all your notes and keep them in one place on your phone, like in Google Drive or anything like that. Okay, moving on to homework apps. So the Pocket Schedule Planner is one that I found to be very, very helpful. Basically what you can do is you can add all of your classes into this timetable. You can pretty much write like the time, the instructor, what dates, like if it repeats every day or if it's only one day, and then it automatically adds it to your calendar, which you can also see in this form. I only added one because again, I'm not actually in school, but I do think this is very helpful. Then you can also keep track of assignments. So you can create a new assignment and decide when it's due and which class it's for. And then basically it puts it onto your assignments tab. So let's say it's due on Friday. You can set like when it's going to alert you that it's due. So I feel like this would be super easy to keep track of assignments. Every time you get a new assignment, you would just input it into here. And I feel like that would be a really nice way to keep track so that you don't ever miss due dates. So next is called the Homework app. It's actually very similar to the one I just showed you, but there is a paid version that has a couple more features. The other one is free, but I do think this one's a little bit more visually appealing. So same thing, you can basically add tasks. So those could be like homework assignments. And if you go to your dashboard, you can have your instructors listed right there, your upcoming tasks, and then ultimately you have your schedule. So I think I had put, these are my 2 classes, film production, history, but you can have it so that like every single day it shows all your classes, and when you click on it, you can say any notes about it, when it is. The only thing is it doesn't have professors or, you know, teacher information if you don't have the paid version, but I do think this one's like pretty visually appealing. It has tasks and it has schedule, and I think those are just the 2 most important things, and you can categorize the tasks for which class they're in. So like I could choose, oh, it's a history task actually. And then it would show up as a history assignment. So the next app for homework that I'll show you is Blinkist. Now, Blinkist is very similar to Audible. Basically, the point being that you can download and listen to books on tape. So the difference between Blinkist and Audible is that Blinkist is like one subscription and then you can basically get unlimited reads. Here you can search for like tons of different categories, productivity. They have all these books, which is so cool. And apparently if you pay for a subscription, then you have like unlimited access to these, which I think is awesome. So this would be super nice for reading anything that you have to read for school, because obviously reading for school sucks. At least I think it does, unless the book is really good. But sometimes you get a book that you really don't want to read and you have to. So it'd be super nice to listen to it on tape, in my opinion. And the last app that I'm going to show you is for studying, and it's called Quizlet. You guys probably already know about Quizlet because it's super, super popular, but basically it's where you can create flashcards and essentially quiz yourself on anything you want. So you can learn the terms first, then you can basically quiz yourself. Yay. So I just think this is super cool because anytime you basically get vocab words or anything you need to quiz yourself on, you can just input them as a set into Quizlet and then just completely quiz yourself. This is actually something that I should utilize more. So even now as an entrepreneur, I feel like, whenever I want to actually learn something, it'd be cool to utilize Quizlet. So thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe, give it a thumbs up. Remember to check out my new vlog channel, What the Finch. It'll be linked down below, and subscribe to my podcast. Subscribe to this channel. Ooh, also leave me a comment below telling me what grade you're in, or if you're in college, what year you're in, or if you graduated. These apps can maybe help you too. Let me know. Maybe? Okay.